What's up everybody, Arrg the Pirate here, and today I'm going to be playing a little Midlane Belica. As always, let's go over the deck. Now I have Quick Exit, Auto Shield, Experienced, Mana Fountain, Spell Shield, and lastly Overpowered Spells for my gems. Now for my cards, I have Advanced Evolution, Cool the Weak, Font of Experience, Mana Flow Acolyte, Ancestral Leap, Invader Mage, Thaumaturgy, Atomic Soldier, Sleeper Agent, Shadow Dancer, Corrosive Walker, and lastly Grinning Spectre. Now, mid lane is a little bit more tricky than it used to. You see a lot of teams going for that early game gank. That's why I'm not really getting up on those pedestals. And you can see here our Fang actually comes in for that early game gank. We're able to take out that Gideon at, just over a minute. And that really just kind of sets a good pace for this match. But we have been getting a lot of teams doing these early game rotations. So I have been standing kind of back in the middle of the lane. That way I can get vision. Instead of actually standing off to that side by the fog wall, I'd rather have that, kind of all-around vision. Once you get past the first minute or so, or really that initial wave of minions, you can pretty much guarantee that the enemies are going to be in their lanes, so you don't have to worry about that too much. Now, I did try to rotate for an early game gank, and, they're just kind of backing off. I think they might have had a ward. I just didn't really feel that I was going to be successful with that, so I'm going to just kind of head back into my lane and just continue to get my farm here. I didn't want to cause anything to happen, really get Aurora to take a bunch of hits that she doesn't need to. It's better for me to just kind of stay in my lane. Now I do get my little Mana Zapper drone, and I'm going to throw it up just to kind of zone that Gideon out, and that, that I'm not really too concerned about that drone. At level 1, it doesn't zap a whole lot, and it takes like 2 shots to take it down. That was really just kind of a zoning tool to keep him away from getting CXP or gold. I don't know if it worked or not, but I seem to always do that with Belica. Every time I get that drone, I want to throw it down, even though at level 1 it doesn't do a whole lot. Now from here, I'm just going to kind of push this lane a little bit. I do want to really rotate and kind of help out my team. And I see Aurora, she's actually able to take out that phase, so I'm going to head over there. Maybe we can actually secure this Revenant. She's doing a great job. I don't know if they're playing overzealous or I'm not exactly sure. I end up using my knockup. I didn't really mean to steal that kill. I don't truly believe in stealing kills, but, I kind of felt bad about that one. So I went ahead and let her know. And then from here, I'm going to head back to my mid lane. I now have enough gold to actually put on that Mana Flow Acolyte, and I'm going to head back to base shortly, but while I head to mid lane, I hear Rampage pick up his rock. Now I'm going to be quiet so you can hear it. Now I'm sure most of y'all know what Rampage sounds like when he's picking up his rock, but I just wanted to, I'm sure some of y'all might not realize that, so I definitely wanted to include that. Now, me missing my knockup and that Gideon being there, I almost go down. And, hey, it's a perfect time because I do have enough cards, or I do have enough attribute points to pick up that Mana Flow. And I gotta say, I'm really enjoying that card. If you didn't know, it ramps up while you're putting points in, but the kicker is you have to keep the card on. So I've actually been keeping it on till late game. And I have not done any, official testing, which I definitely need to check that out. But it feels very solid, and I'm really enjoying using it. Now, here we are in mid lane, and, my Fangs here, we're kind of cleaning this up, we're pushing it. And I'm okay with him being in lane. I don't really want him stealing my farm, but that's quite alright, as long as we're both getting farm. I know the jungle's kind of in a weird state at the moment, and it's not just super easy to get farm in, so that's fine. He can take a little bit, no big deal. We do end up rotating over to a mid lane. Now I'm gonna hang out here, and I'm gonna get my stun and just do a great job. And I just completely missed this Gideon because I'm just terrible. And Gideon ends up getting away. Now, Rampage hits me with a rock, so, you know, I can't allow that, so I've got to stun him back. And we get a little damage on him. Greystone ends up rotating to me, and I'm taking a decent amount of damage, but my team's here, so I don't want to just run away. I definitely want to kind of delay him so my team can collapse. And with all 4 of us here, we should be able to get some sort of kill, but unfortunately, I just said, hey, you know, I'm low. We're getting into kind of dangerous territory. I'm going to head back and, you know, pick up this gold buff and just get out of here. There's no need to chase that, especially this early in the match. Now, I am fairly low here in this mid lane. Me and Fang are just kind of keeping the pressure up, but I'm going to go ahead and back. Gideon, I don't think he could one-shot me at this, you know, at the current moment, but he might be able to one-shot me and then just teleport and auto-attack me to death. So I just need to be very careful of that, and I'm going to get out, head back to base. I end up putting on that Advanced Evolution, which is, you know, a great sustain card, and it's really helpful in this early game. So I get those cards online, and, you know, I'll head back to my mid lane. Now, this is all pretty standard stuff, so I'm just going to kind of fast forward through this. We try to go for that river buff, and then, you know, kind of getting a little standoff with that Gideon. Head back to our lane. Now, Gideon, you know, Fang collapses on him, and I'm just going to kind of wait around, see if maybe we can actually get a pick. But I'm going to farm my lane. I don't want to be pushed up to their tower. Of course, Fang does, you know, continue to keep that pressure up, but like I said, I want to farm my lane. You know, I don't want to get in a standoff under their tower when they have the minion advantage. That's kind of pointless, but I am able to run in and actually get my ult off and just absolutely destroy Gideon. You know, Belica's ult, it's very tough to deal with as a caster because if you're low on mana, she can just absolutely destroy you. So you need to be conscious of your mana levels. You know, you want to really save mana. If you're going to use an ability or spend a decent amount of mana, you need to make sure that you're, you know, getting kills or getting significant damage on. Don't waste mana on minions because Belica can absolutely punish you for that. Now from here, I actually head to the off lane. I'm thinking maybe I can get a gank, but I did not ping, hey, I'm about to show up, so Aurora didn't know, and I'm not in comms with her, so, you know, that was my fault. That was just really bad. Both of us, we remained pretty healthy, and it was no problem. I end up heading back to mid, and we're going to see if we can make some pressure here. Now, me, FaZe, and Fang are all here in mid, so we should be able to at least take out this tower, or that's at least what I'm hoping. I end up missing another stun. You know, man, I'm doing so bad with my skill shots lately. I don't know if I'm having latency or if I'm just playing just really bad, but man, I'm missing my skill shots, and it hurts me right in the feels. But we're able to get out of there. You know, Rampage did show up, so we need to play a little more cautiously. That tower is almost dead, so luckily our twin was able to dive it a little bit, get it down while our Rampage, or their Rampage, was distracted. We aren't able to secure a kill, but hey, we got a tower and everybody's still fairly healthy, so no problem at all. Now, from here, I end up heading over to the offlane. Aurora Payne, you know, come and attack, and I actually head over there. Unfortunately, she went in a little bit too early, and we aren't able to secure that phase kill, but no big deal. From here, I'm actually going to head back to the mid lane, where we've got a pretty significant team collapse. Now, we get into a fairly sloppy fight. Their Rampage goes in. I get a stun on him. Fang ults him, but we're not quite able to take him out. I'm getting as much damage as I can on Gideon, and then we end up heading up to the top here. We're chasing a little bit. I get a great double knockup. I missed my bomb. I should have had a double kill right there. It hurts me. And then Revenant ends up ulting, I don't know, somebody. I think it was FaZe. I'm kind of hanging out, seeing maybe we can make something happen, but I am getting pretty low, and we should just get out. I do kind of stay in and help Fang survive just a little bit, and, you know, hopefully that was the reason he survived, but I burn the rest of my mana and end up going down. So, you know, we're 3-1 right now. It's not the best, but that was just that was a really bad team fight. I should have had that double kill. I just misplaced that bomb, or I tried to put it in between them, and I think I might have actually overextended it and just missed it completely. But man, that feels bad. Now, once I do spawn back in, I did end up picking up that Invader Mage, so, you know, we're cranking out some damage. We've got a handful of points in that Mana Flow Acolyte, so, you know, we're doing pretty good on damage right now. I'm gonna head back to mid, try to see if we can get a play, or if we can actually get somebody down. We have a pretty significant team collapse over here in our safe lane. You know, Twin got caught out a little bit. Hopefully we can, you know, actually get a kill on somebody. I would like to take out this Greystone, but, you know, Greystone's pretty tough to take out until we get a little higher level. Our Fang is, you know, he's doing a great job. I'm able to actually take out that Gideon with that bomb and knock up, and then I back up because I do see Revenant trying to sneak in behind us. Hopefully everybody saw that, and, you know, we're playing a little more cautiously, but we're going to continue to put pressure in this mid lane. Now, with Fang here, you know, I'm feeling fairly confident. You know, he is out of mana, but we're all still pretty healthy. This is another knock-up, and then that Rampage ends up heading over. Now, Revenant might have saved my life here. He goes ahead and ults me, and, you know, when Rev ults somebody, he stops for a little bit. This allows me to run away, but the thing is, you need to run away. And I just continue to run. Of course, he's chasing me, but, you know, with his Obliterate not able to penetrate walls anymore, I'm not too concerned about it. Now, I was playing a little bit too aggressive there. I was ahead of our frontline Fang, which he stayed in when I thought we were going to back off when we saw that Rev show up. So I was going, hey, okay, he wants to push the lane. And then whenever I actually started pushing the lane, that was when he kind of backed off. You know, that was a little bit of a miscommunication. I am in comms with our support, but, you know, being in comms with the support when I need to communicate with the front line is a little bit different. But with that engagement, you see we were able to clean up a ton of kills. We ended up getting an ADC, an off lane, and then that mid laner. So that was, you know, that was well worth it. Me almost dying for a 3-piece, you know, that's a great team engagement, and our Twin, you know, actually heading over and wrapping up those kills. He did a great job there. Now, I want to keep a ton of pressure up in this mid lane. This is allowing my team to really push the other lanes. Since I am in comms with my support, I'm able to say, hey, you know, I'm going to just play really aggressive, you know, almost stupid. Y'all really push your lane. We've got 3 people at mid. Y'all should be able to, you know, really make a play happen. And sure enough, we are able to. Now, from here, me and Aurora kind of go in on this Gideon, and I miss another knockup. Man, I'm doing just awful with these skill shots, and you know that's one thing of I'm jump around from character to character, and another thing is I'm just awful. But we end up getting a double knockup there, and that really allows us to take out this Gideon. You know, Aurora was able to get her cryoseism off. I think that's the name of it. And then from here, we're actually able to head over, or, you know, get this lane set again. We did end up downing that tier 2 in that safe lane, so that's great. You know, we're making plays. By me being able to play this, you know, real aggressive Belica, we're making pretty solid plays here, and that's great. FaZe and Twin are actually able to push that lane even further and end up getting an inhib, you know, pretty much uncontested. We end up heading to this tier 2, and we're able to take it out as well. I'm not really sure what the enemy team was doing, but, you know, hey, no big deal. We're taking down towers right and left. From here, we get a pretty good team collapse here in mid lane. You know, we kind of get in a little bit of a team fight. I end up taking out that Revenant with my ultimate. I probably could have hit him with a bomb, but I wanted to just down him right away. Instead of wasting time, I wanted him to go down. And this Greystone, you know, he's bloodthirsty. He's chasing. We are able to, you know, get a decent amount of damage on him before he runs. Gideon hits me with that rock, and I go down. Oh, that felt bad. I had no idea he was chasing as well. So, hey, we ended up going down again. But we're playing a pretty solid game. This is a highly objective game, and we're doing fairly well. I'm currently 5-2-2. So, it's definitely not the best game I've ever played with Belica, and I've missed a lot of skill shots, but we're having a pretty good game. I love the team's rotations. We're getting into fights. It feels good, and I'm having a lot of fun. Now, from here, it's pretty standard. Spawn back in, run down mid lane, kind of do that whole thing. Of course, why I'm speeding it up, it's, it's boring old thing. We are having a team fight in that enemy jungle, so I'm keeping an eye on that as well. Now, they do end up getting Greystone out of his ult, so I'm keeping an eye on that, and I see him heading over here. I get set up to actually get him with my knock up. I'm able to hit him with my bomb. We take him out fairly easy. Now, I'm going to kind of, I guess, flank the enemy team. I want to get behind them and, really just keep them off of our team. Our Aurора's pretty low. I definitely want to do a little, as much as I can to take her out. We are able to take that phase out, and then we actually take that Revenant out. I ult that Gideon. We're able to, take him out. So we just absolutely dominated right here. And from this point, it's kind of game over. We end up pushing another inhib, and, we're just having a really good game. Even though there's only 2 of us on comps, we're having just an awesome match where we are playing very well together. Now is a perfect time to go for Orb, and someone did say it. We could have pushed that inhib, but Orb's an awesome play as well. And with Orb damaging the way it does now, it's pretty important to have a good team collapse, especially since none of us are max level at the time. You definitely need to have your team over there. You can see with 3 of us here or 4 of us here, I'm still taking a pretty good amount of damage from Prime. But we wrap him up fairly shortly, and from here we kind of make our final push. Now, I am fairly low, but with the Prime buff, I'm going to get my health back. I'm also going to get my mana back, so there's really no reason for me to back. And since FaZe hooked up to me, hey, I'm healing even faster. Now, this Gideon does manage to escape me, but, in 6 seconds, he's going down. But, he does end up managing to escape me. And you might be asking, hey, Arrg, you have Ancestral Leap on, but you haven't used it yet. I'm about to. And we end up blinking in under this tower. I get this knock up. We're able to take out Gideon fairly quickly. And, this is really the end of it. With that surprise knock up and everything like that, it really disoriented their team. And we're just able to end from here. So, I really enjoy using Ancestral Leap on Belica, not only because she doesn't have an escape, but because you can make plays like that. Well, of course, that's going to wrap this video up, guys. We had a good match. I did make some bad plays. We were just having a little fun, and I definitely didn't have my try-hard hat on. So, next time we'll have to focus a little more. But this is a good deck. This is a pretty standard deck as well, and I didn't really get into that end game. It was a fairly short match. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and if you did enjoy, show me some love. Leave me a comment. Think about subscribing. Join our Discord, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.